topic from inside the association.
A little something we call the NBA bounce around.
Boing.
Well, honestly, I don't think we'd be talking NBA today on a random Tuesday or Wednesday before January about the NBA. But actually, it became interesting with this in-game in-season tournament. And Ben brought it up earlier, and that's really why all these players don't mind playing it, is because the players that aren't making big money could make some big money. And you could get, at the end of this, if you win it, you're doing your job anyway. These players all would get a check for $500,000, which for a guy on a rookie contract is a huge bump. It's like winning the NBA championship at the end of the season. The World Series champion Rangers, each player out of the 61 shares got over $500,000, which is huge, especially if you were a rookie on that team.
Right.
Maybe you spent like 4 months in the major leagues. You brought home, I don't know, $500,000 after taxes, and then you get another check after taxes for probably about $400,000. That's almost doubling your pay. So for a lot of these NBA rookies and some of these guys that are on, two-way deals and things like that, this is a lot of money to be playing in this in-season tournament. I keep saying in-season tournament.
And we know the format now. Like, it was group play. We didn't know who was in the groups. We didn't know how long we were going to do this group play for. We didn't even know when the season or the in-season tournament was supposed to begin. But now we know. It's all been shook out after last night's games. You ran it down. Hold on.
Well, I can do it again, but I'll give you the Celtics, Pacers, Knicks, Bucks,
that's
Pelicans,
Monday.
Kings, Suns, Lakers. These will all be Monday and Tuesday.
So Monday will be
Celtics, Pacers, Pelicans, Kings.
Okay, cool.
But it's just these are the teams that finished with the best records.
Right.
Some went 4-0, some went 3-1, and were seeded 1 through 4. So obviously, just like the NCAA or anybody, the 1 is playing the 4, the 2 is playing the 3. And but these teams all won their respective divisions that they were playing in the first level, and now we have a 1-game plan. So you played 4 games. Now it's a knockout round throughout the rest of this in-game series.
So Monday, Tuesday will be your quarterfinals, your 8-team field. Then we'll go down to the semifinals. That will be on Thursday, so a day in between. Then another day in between on Friday. Saturday will be the one and only in-season championship. Now, the unintended consequences, a couple of them we already knew. One, that championship game on Saturday will be regular season game number 83 for those two teams. The rest of the league will still be playing an 82-game schedule. This is including the quarterfinals and the semifinals. However, in order to do the matchups right and make everyone finally come out with 82 at the end of the year, they have to match up the teams that aren't in this tournament on Wednesday and Friday. Some of the unintended consequences of that, you will have matchups against certain teams that some teams won't have to play because of how this all falls out. Why do I have to play the Orlando or why is the Orlando? I guess you want to play the Orlando Magic. Why do I have to play the Golden State Warriors another time when they didn't make
Magic are actually 12-5.
Are they?
Yeah.
Wow, newsflash.
Third in the Eastern
They
Conference.
just beat the Celtics not too long ago. Two look good. A lot of young talent. But anyway, Dibs, the other unintended consequence, I did put this audio in, Kurt. This is the cut from NBC Chicago. The Celtics were playing the Bulls last night. The Celtics had the same record as the Brooklyn Nets. Coach Mazzulla had a guy, I don't know who it was on the maybe it was our friend Ashley Battle. Somebody on the end of the bench and the coaching staff was keeping tabs of what was going on in the Brooklyn Nets game. They needed a differential higher than the other team. That way they would move on with the same record. That's kind of how it goes in the World Cup when we talk about goal differential. This is kind of how it shook out. Our friend Andre Drummond was part of this as well for the Chicago Bulls as they turned the Celtics, turned the end of the game into Hack-a-Drummond. This is how it sounded like on their broadcast.
So it's become a different game all of a sudden.
But I'm old school, though, Adam. I'm old school.
we're not going to be worried about that because we're not going to let you get a 23 point lead.
I agree with you.
Okay?
You shouldn't be in this position.
You shouldn't be in this position.
Right.
We're going to come out here and play y'all tough. And we're going to win this ball game. Y'all not going to try to get us out here looking like we're the
Washington
Generals
or something like that.
So Horford just hits the three. They're up by 30.
Right. Well, and so the differential is
Now they
in
just
the East
fouled
group.
Drummond.
Yeah,
You're
not doing this to me.
Again. Yeah, Billy
Donovan's wondering what the hell's going on.
Mazzulla about this now.
And this causes ill feelings towards coaches and players.
Now
No, it
Joe and
doesn't.
Billy have to talk about
Because
this
you want to win your group.
Joe's like, we're
And
trying to
the
get to
East
I'm
Group
assuming
C
he's
was
talking about
Celtics,
the knockout
Magic,
round and point
Nets.
differential.
And they were
again,
all
it's a bad
trying to
optic.
win
I'm
and
not
go
blaming
3-1.
the Celtics. I'm
No.
absolutely not blaming Joe Mazzulla.
And the point
This is not
differential,
their
which the Celtics end up
fault.
winning.
It's the system that's in place.
Yeah,
and
I
this
mean,
is
the
why
league
I
put
don't
this
like
in.
the
The league
system.
put this in.
Right, that's what they were trying to explain right there. That the league put this in, and Billy Donovan gives Mazzulla a look like, "What the hell are you doing, man? You're shooting threes, and you just foul Drummond." And then Mazzulla literally explains to him what's going on, and we have to beat you by a certain
amount
number.
of points, and the amount of points was 5, which they overtook the Magic. So their differential was 27. They
Magic.
beat the Orlando Magic, who finished 3-1 in
Right.
group play, and the Nets, who finished 3-1 in group play. Now the Nets had 20 points, the Magic had 22 more points, but the Celtics had 27 more points in the differential, and they come out of Group C and move on now to the knockout round.
You could just see this mass confusion on Billy Donovan's face, where it's like, that's not right. I get it. I guess that's what we got to do.
Your team sucks. Your team sucks, and we had to take them out. And by the way, the Bulls went 0-4 in the same group in that group play and finished a minus 48 differential to the teams that kicked their butts in this group play. Listen, I'm all for the in-season tournament, especially if you're rewarding somebody, and especially if it's financial. It makes these guys play harder. And the Celtics are doing this not just for the guys that are making a ton of money, because those guys they're going to be fine, whether they went to this next round or not. They want this for their young guys. They want these young guys to understand, listen, we got to play hard all the time. And this is getting people to actually care about the NBA regular season, because we've all lost interest in the last 10 years because it's been a bunch of bull crap that you guys sit out. You have load management. A lot of times, all of a sudden, you can be up 20 in the second quarter, and in the fourth quarter, we have a tie game. How did that happen? Because this one team took their foot off the gas, and the other team all of a sudden started playing basketball again.
That's all right. This is the question I keep on having with this in-season tournament. Is it for you and me, the fan, or is it for the player?
That's for both. That's for both. These players have taken some of the season off, which in turn, the fan base has been said,
Right.
we're disgusted with the product.
That's
we don't
the
want to
argument.
watch.
Yeah.
So ratings had gone down. So honestly, let's just go to the West Group A. Lakers win that group, four games, and they don't lose any. Suns are 3-1. Jazz are 2-2. Trailblazers 1-3. Grizzlies should have taken this seriously. Good team. Ja Morant kind of screwed the pooch here, and the team in the last couple of years 0-4. So they're no longer relevant when it comes to the in-season tournament. So these teams that are relevant, Lakers, Pelicans, Kings, Pacers, Bucks, Knicks, Celtics, Magic. I mean, some of these teams that were right down to the wire, it gave you interest in what are these games all about. And so now I'm interested in watching the next round, because now it's one and done. And you're on to the semifinals if you win in this knockout round.
All right, let's make it more interesting. Let's pick some winners. Everybody gets one team. No team can be repeated. Dibs, luckily, you have the name of Dibs, so you get first dibs.
First dibs takes Celtics.
Whoa, Dibs has got Boston. Kurt, I'll let you go next. Who you got?
Out of who? Who's in this thing?
Oh, my gosh, Kurt. Can't you pay attention to the in-season tournament? Everybody knows this off the top of their head by now.
Let me give you the teams. Celtics play the Pacers on Monday. The Pelicans play the Kings on Monday from the West. The Knicks will play the Bucks, and then the Suns will play the Lakers.
Ooh,
Give me those Pelicans.
Whoa, Jordan Hawkins. Well, if you're going that way, give me the Bucks, and I'll root for Andre and them boys. John, you want a team? You can't take the Bucks, can't take the Celtics, can't take the Pelicans.
Give me the Kings.
Whoa, no one wants LeBron.
Wow.
right, that's who we got.
He's tired, dude. He broke the all-time minutes record the other day. It was 66,000.
Who would want those?
Guy's
old
on his
legs?
last leg.
Yeah, barely hanging
He's
on.
limping down the court. No, he's not.
Get
He
on
looks
some
great.
tonal. So you boys are going up against each other.
Well,
Kurt
see,
Kaplan versus John
Monday,
Ashby.
those two guys will go up against each other.
Kings Pelicans. Get it all over yourself. Everybody's pumped.
We better hope that our teams win so we can face each other on Thursday, December 7th.
What are these? These TNT?
So the
Yeah,
semifinals will happen between those 4 Eastern teams and those 4 Western teams on Thursday, December 7th, and then the finale, 2 days later.
I thought about this for Game 83. How about that the guys that aren't making more than $5 million a season have to play 30 minutes of that game? What about that?
That would be
What about that?
different.
No, you don't like that, Kurt? No? Why not?
There's so many things to explain.
I know.
And I bet a lot of the guys, a lot of those guys that aren't making $5 million don't want to play 30 minutes.
Yeah, please, Damian Lillard, you're better than me. Yeah, we need to win.
You need to win.
Get
I
in
need
there.
$500,000.
It's so weird. It's just weird. It's stupid. It's really stupid is what. It's not
Have
weird.
you tried to
It's
explain
stupid.
it to your mom yet? Like,
No, she
None
again.
of Corey Perry's dating her.
Yeah, that's a good point, Dips. Good. Everybody watch your moms tonight.
Right.
Make sure Corey Perry's not in your house.
the black hole.
Especially if you got a cute 45-year-old mom.
We were looking up some Melanie Bedard.
Melanie Bedard.
Melanie
is her
Bedard.
name.
She's 45 years old.
45,
She's
looks
gorgeous.
great.
She's gorgeous. She's got a thing for hockey guys.
There's no shame in playing up if you're Corey Perry.
Now, we also found out, apart this little love triangle, that there are more corners to the triangle.
I think the people, and this is all alleged, by the way.
It's all in the rumor bin.
All alleged, but we feel that both parties might still be married to significant others,
Yes.
so we don't want to get anybody in
The
trouble.
publication Canucks Daily is where I got that information that I sent to you guys on that story.
They're all over it, man. No one breaks
No one
locker
breaks stories
room
like the Canucks
like
Daily.
Canucks Daily. They love their hockey. They're in depth. They always have been.
All right, when we come back, Dibbles and Bits. Talk about that. And then we got a lot of NFL news, so we'll get into the NFL next hour. We'll be right back on the Rob Dibble Show with Ben Darnell. And thank you so much for keeping us on the air. Stay warm. Get those pets inside tonight. We'll be right back.